driving. We are 9 minutes from the checkpoint to start the process of going from Thailand to Laos. So I'm going to be honest, a little nervous. I think border crossings are going to do that to me, but I've got Mike with me. I don't know why.
We've only got 26 border crossings to do. This is what I married her for, these wonderful border crossings.
I'm sure it'll be fine. We've got all the documents. Why should I be worrying? But you know, it's just go through the checklist. So yes, like I said, we're not long, and we'll be going through the first immigration and customs with Thailand. We need to sort out the insurance, because that's got at the border. Allegedly, we had a lot of help last night from at the place we stayed at. They were brilliant. Talk to you more about that. But yeah, I can't wait. We've just heard so much stories about Laos and looked at so many pictures. I'm excited about travelling there, apart from the fact that they haven't really got main roads. They're really looking at the pictures today, but it'll be an adventure. We're out of Thailand.
Oh my God.
That was so easy.
She was so lovely, that lady.
We had an amazing person in immigration. She was just interested in what we were doing and so full of enthusiasm, and took us to a really nice guy who helped us out. And customs was simple, and now we've got to get other things sorted. So we just had to pay 50 baht to leave Thailand.
As a toll for the bridge to cross Friendship Bridge,
yeah,
which is the actual bridge that we cross into Laos.
We're going for it. So now we have got to sort insurance, so I presume that's the other side. We couldn't get it that side, that's for sure.
No.
So we'll just see what happens when we get to Laos. But yeah, it was very nice when she said, you can leave now and go to Laos. So we are excited. Oh, we've got 2 traffic lights. But yeah, very relieved. Don't know why I get worked up, but there we are. That's my nature. We're halfway across the bridge and the Laos flags are out. So next stop, sort out immigration, customs, insurance. Fingers crossed that goes as smoothly. We'd like to say welcome to Laos.
With the different people we had to speak to and stamps we had to get. But we're here. We're in Laos.
Yeah, and the reason I get nervous about it all is because each border crossing is very different, and you might look online and they'll say do this, but visa on arrival was very different to what I expected there. So it was straightforward, but I have to say they're very helpful. They don't want it to be a problem and a hassle. Thankfully it was quiet. I thought Saturdays we might be crazy busy, so we have got a SIM. Mike's added to our Thai SIM, so we've got
we got a roam. Just because we're going back into Thailand, we extended our Thai SIM and we added a Roma package for just 10 days, just to cross the border and just to see if that would be okay. It was really cheap, so but it means that we've even got data as we enter into Laos, so that's another box tick.
It was. We haven't got kip, but apparently the dollar is used in Laos. And we had dollars. We need to get some cash because we'll need to get drinks and things. So we'll look for an ATM at some point. It's driving on the right side of the road. So I will need to be reminded to start off the journey. But yeah, we have made it and we're in Laos and we're heading to our first stop, which is by the Mekong River. We've got a 4.5 hour drive. Our journey started along the Mekong River and with tarmac, which was an added bonus. We knew there was going to be a mixture of good and bad roads, having done the research, as well as having some advice from some Thai friends, so we certainly made sure we enjoyed the smooth start to our journey. It wasn't long before we were directed off the tarmac and we were making our way along a track that was sandy, bumpy, corrugated, with pothole after pothole, and to top it all, traffic. We'd built Otto for these types of roads, but to be honest, we didn't think we'd be driving on them so soon.
I like this view.
It's stunning. It's beautiful.
I'm referring to my wife, of course.
Mike had researched the journey in the comfort of our own home in Malaysia, and we thought that this drive would be scenic along the river. Lovely. Perhaps stay in the valley. But that turning off from the river didn't lead us the way we thought we would be going. We started to rise higher and higher. Now it felt like it was turning out to be an overlander's dream journey.
Well, we've been on this road now for something in the region of 3 hours, and we are just going along the ridges of the mountain, and we are seeing left and right and left and right, and these are the views that we're seeing all of the time. Originally it started down the Mekong River, and then we've turned in heading east because we are actually heading to our place. We've still got an hour and a half to head to, but you just can't imagine that we're heading to a town that has a little place for us to sleep, because at the moment it looks like we're on top of a mountain all the time. But it's absolutely sensational, isn't it? Well,
I'm going to concentrate on driving because I want to get there.
We did say that this is a pretty good baptism for the both of us, didn't we?
Yes, yeah. We've actually know the fact that both of us have landed in Laos, a country we've never been to. We've come through immigration and border controls in Thailand and Laos smoothly, with meeting lovely people on both sides of the border. And now we are driving a road that we have never driven anything like it before, seeing views that I've never seen anything like it before. I thought Vietnam blew my mind, but Laos was just...
This was unexpected.
Never panicked.
Completely unexpected.
What made the journey even more spectacular were the views. Whatever direction we looked, we were blown away by the beauty. The drone footage had us spellbound. Had we really travelled that ridge up high? We had to be measured though. We had a destination to get to. There were only so many stops for photos and drone footage that could be done. Otherwise, I think we'd have still been travelling that road. Now, a number of tourists get here by boat with regular trips between Laos and Thailand, and I'm sure it's very relaxing. You get to see the country from a different angle. Perhaps it's not as bumpy as our route. We were happy, and I have to say I felt a little relieved to have arrived at our bed for the night, and I was looking forward to the evening sunset.
Good morning, this is day 2 in Laos and the car is filthy, so I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see how dirty the car is, but also this is the view so far. We literally have just left our place of sleep and boy did we need it. Yesterday the driving was pretty tough. Today the roads are not looking good, but they're looking a lot better than yesterday.
As Mike said, we didn't hang about, and the next day we were on our way to Luang, Prabang. The road was a lot better than the day before. There was more tarmac, that's for sure, but in some places it was still falling apart. The journey continued to be an adventure, and it finished with a ferry crossing across the Mekong. It didn't cost us much, and before we knew it, we were at destination 2 in Laos. We had found a lovely place, again by the river, and in the end, we decided to extend our stay. We needed to catch up on admin, as well as the important job of the washing, but more importantly, we wanted to see more of this area in Laos. So far, our journey has not disappointed us. We've seen some amazing scenery. We hope you've enjoyed the journey too, and please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time as we adventure through Laos.